this now?
I'm gonna be so freaking awesome when I get to the swimming pool. Oh, I can't freaking wait.
What? Are you serious? Swimming pool is closed? I have a fantasy of choking. Okay, so two contrasting feelings about the same thing. Does someone have two contrasting feelings about the same thing? On the one hand, yes.
I want to go scuba diving, but I'm petrified.
I'm with you on the petrified part. Okay, so on the one hand, I want to jump out of a plane and release all my inhibitions. And on the other hand, that might be the last time I jump out of a plane.
More than likely it will be.
Let's watch. You know, I really want to go scuba diving, but I'm afraid of Jaws. Oh, look, a giant mouth coming right towards me.
I can do this. I'm going to get a scuba diving instructor, and I'm going to go for it. It's on my bucket list.
I want to go, I really want to go so bad. I'm just so scared. I mean, after years of fishing and taking their cousins and their sisters and their brothers, what if I get in the water and they just attack me? I don't know what to do. But I want to explore it so bad. All the fishes, all the different colors, all the coral, all this amazing stuff I've never gotten to see. I'm going to try it.
Okay, so I'm going to pause one moment. Did you say scuba diving?
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right, perfect. I'm down here, and my tank meter says 0. I'm going down, not up. There I am. I'm doing it. All of a sudden, it's National Geographic, and I'm on the front cover for being the world's best scuba diver.
The tank says 0.
Very good. So very good listening from my actors.
Yeah, you thought.
Said, hang on.
Ah,
Okay, so very good listening there.
very good. Yes.
People are geniuses. So I decided I didn't want to look stupid and be the only one that did a hang glide.
Yeah.
Everybody listening. You gotta love it. Okay, so anyone else have a contrasting feeling about something? Let's have you guys switch. On the one hand, I got a new job. On the other hand, I'm scared to death to meet people. Okay? So anybody, two contrasting feelings about the same thing. Yes.
Well, when I was a little girl, I used to read five comic books. And one day they had them all piled up, all these different heroes, and they went to this house where this little girl was with polio. And it was up these long stairs. And I was afraid to go up because I had all these comics. And I said, I'll stay at the bottom of the stairs and I'll hand them to her when she comes down. I didn't know she had muscular dystrophy because I didn't know anything about it.
Okay.
So I said, come on down. I said, what will it do when you come down? And she says, no, I can't come down. I said, well, then you can't get a comic. So she kept saying, her mother kept saying, well, I can wait. So she held on to this thing and she kept going one foot at a time and she couldn't do it. And then she started to move the foot and move it and move it and move it. And she still couldn't walk, but she had on braces on her legs. And she kept doing it and doing it. And then she went to Mom. She said, Mommy, I can walk, I can walk. And then she went down and she took another one. And each day I came over with a question out. And then she took 4 or 5 of them, 4 or 5 of them. Pretty soon she was walking up and down the stairs.
Okay.
So finally, after a while, she started doing it on her own. And the only thing is that they were massages. Took the things in the hands. I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back. I'll never come back again. And ran out of the door with her faces. And she started to learn over here. She wanted a little kid.
turned out to be a miracle.
I guess it was.
Okay? All right, perfect. Let's watch.
You're so good, Chris.
I've got Archie and Jughead here. I've got Betty and Veronica, and I've got Superman. I'm not bringing these up the stairs. These are in really good condition. You come down.
Look at you. Look at you. Just 2 months ago, you couldn't do none of this. Like, your legs, they just began to move, and the angels just began to glide you. And it's a miracle.
Okay, I have them. They're all right here. You want me to walk up half of Egypt? I don't think so. Come and get them. Wait a minute. Are you serious? You are
You going, Harry?
coming down.
That back there. Your room's back there, Harry.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Harry.
Who would believe that comics make someone walk? Someone with muscular dystrophy. Oh my God, she's actually doing it. She's coming down every day and getting the comics. Wow.
No, you're at the come and get these yourself. I'm not going out there. I'm not doing it. Come and get them. Huh? Come and get. All right, I'll just wait here then. I guess I'm waiting all night.
Okay, so next up, we're going to do a four-part story, and then once I get stories from you guys, then we'll do a 5-part story. So a 4-point story goes this way. A person is going to share a brief feeling or thought about something, and in this case, it's going to be a little miniature story, okay? And then the actors will come out one by one, and they're going to do a freeze frame of one part of the story. So as I've explained before, it's kind of like looking into a kaleidoscope. You know, you turn it and there's something great and beautiful, and your mind takes that snapshot. And then you turn it again and again and again, and it's something beautiful. And that's how we paraphrase a story for your mind. So I'll share with you real quick one of my stories, and then I'll have the actors to perform it for you so you'll see how a 4-part story goes. So I take lessons, dressage lessons in Esopus, New York. And my dressage trainer is very, very strict. She yells and screams at you all the time. But she's considered the best.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what that means.
Dressage.
Yeah, what is that?
So that's a training in horseback riding.
Okay.
In the English
Gotcha.
discipline.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Good jazz. And it's a hard thing to learn on
I
horse.
thought it was a massage. I thought you were getting massages, and I'm like, what's so hard about getting a massage?
From a
It's
horse?
like, wow.
From a horse?
Okay. Got it. Got it.
Perfect. Good question.
All right.
So I go and I was determined that I was going to change my energy. Instead of being the type of person who gets on the horse and say, please do this, please do that, come on, you got to do it. 2, I was getting on the back of that horse and I was going to say, listen, you're going to do what I asked you to do.
Or no
When I say
carrots.
do it, I'm going to choke you. It's just that simple. And that was my attitude. So I go to the farm, and here comes my big, beautiful Frisian horse for me to ride. And you know, horses obviously sense your emotions. So she was like, oh boy, Christopher's in a mood today. And I was. So they get the horse ready, and I go into the arena. And my dressage instructor is very strict, and she yells at me, threatens to kill me if I don't get stuff right, and so forth and so on. So I get on the horse, and you have to do what's called a 20-meter circle. And you have to make sure that the horse's body is bent around the entire circle. So it's like doing 5 or 6 things at one time on the horse. Well, I get on the horse, I'm determined. The horse is like, Christopher's going to kill me today, so I'm going to do everything he asks. And the horse does everything I ask. I do a perfect 20-meter circle. And my dressage instructor is just beyond happy that it worked out. So I learned a lesson from that. When you love animals, you tend to want to be too kind to them. And ergo, sometimes that breaks down the right structure between you and them. So they have to know that
Who's in charge?
who's in charge.
Yeah.
And so now, I ride my horses, but they definitely know who's in charge.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, right, half the time they are.
Let's watch.
Okay, you know, I'm gonna come with different energy today. I have to be strict, and that horse better know who's boss, otherwise it's glued. Now, we're gonna tell it what it needs to do, and that's that.
Oh boy, here comes Christopher. Oh, I better be a good horse today. Ooh, I can sense that energy. Wow. What's going on with him?
A 10, hey! Now you are gonna do a 20-meter today, whether you like it or not. Do you understand? And no, I didn't bring treats. Let's get to it. All right. Oh my God. Violet's doing so great. I'm not gonna let her know. Not gonna let her know. Now that is how you do it.
This is an amazing experience for me. I realized, you know, I love my horse. I love her so much. She's such a good horse. But sometimes you need to show animals who's in charge, who's boss. And that's what I did, and it worked.
There you go.
Okay, so that's what we call a four-part story. When each actor takes a part from your story and they play it back. Anyone have a five-part story to share, or a small story about something that happened? So remember, from the time you were born up until now. Okay? Maybe it's something about breakfast, friends, grandchildren, family. Yes.
When I was 7, my mother was teaching me how to ride a bike, and I had training wheels. And I was really afraid the first time she pulled the training wheels off because I was afraid I was going to fall. I didn't. I tipped a lot, but I didn't fall.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. So, she was determined for you to get it,
Correct.
and so were you.
A little afraid, but trusting her instinct because she was my mom.
Okay. All right. So perfect. And we will do this as a five-part story. Okay. And let's watch.
I love my bicycle. I love riding my bicycle. I'm really glad I have my training wheels. I feel super sturdy.
You know, it's time to take those training wheels off. You're a big girl now, so we're gonna take them off. Don't fall. Don't worry, I'm gonna get them for you. Just take them off now.
Oh. Whoa. Why did Mommy do this? She know I can't. Well, I kind of can, but I just want my training wheels back. I don't too much like this.
Ooh, this is getting smoother and smoother and smoother. Wait, my mommy was right. I can do this. Oh, no training wheels. Wow, this feels great. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go.
You see, as a kid, I'm always questioning Mommy's knowledge. She's always pushing me to do stuff. Why is it that she's always right?
That's right.
I guess I'll just listen.
Yeah.
Question in terms of-
All right, one more five-part story. Yes.
I was 10 years old in August 1965. After lunch, I was in the kitchen, and the rest of the family went up to the front of the apartment, to the front room. So we had clothing
Yeah, something
That's
squeaking.
good, that could have been, right? All right, let's watch.
Oh, I'm so hungry. I can't wait to see what we have for lunch. Let me just grab a seat here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this chair. Whoops. Why is it? Ow! Oh my God! Oh, blood!
Oh no. I'm gonna get smacked, aren't I? I'm not supposed to be doing this. Oh, where's my dad?
Oh, I heard something squeaking. That's what it was. Okay, well, no more chairs like this again.
Whew. I didn't get a beat down. And he took away the problem. I am truly loved.
Very good.
Okay, so next up we're going to do what's called the turn back. Okay? And a turn back, in a turn back, the actors can be any part of the story. Okay? Like I told the horse story, they can be any part of it when you tell this story as a turn back. So you would share a story, they'll come up and they'll have a straight line, and they're going to do a turnaround, and they're going to do different facets of that story for you. Okay? And I will share a story with you, and then they will do it as a demonstration. Okay? So, my horse is an award-winning horse, and he's known for being very, very handsome. And he's figured out that he's handsome, and people talk about it all the time. And he enjoys it. But now what's unique about a pet, as you know, we do these things that are so close to humans that sometimes it really scares you. So, I'm at the farm, I'm riding my horse, and I get out my horse, and these people come up to me and they're saying, oh, your horse is so handsome, can I touch it, boppity-boppity-bop. And my horse just stands there like, yes, I'm handsome, please touch me. And it's so funny, we'll be talking and they always ask, how old is your horse, what breed is it, blah, 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 blah. And then we eventually start talking about other things. And my horse knows when we're no longer talking about him. And he's like, okay, I'm out of here then. And he'll just walk off. And I'm like, you can't just walk off. And it's like his way of saying, the conversation isn't about me anymore, so I think I'll just leave. So it's his cue for us to start back talking about him. So, animals is God's way of showing us he has a sense of humor. We'll watch this as a turn back. Let's watch it.
Oh, you think I'm handsome? I know.
Oh, this stallion. He's amazing. You are so lucky.
Yeah, keep the compliments coming, people. I know I'm beautiful. I'm just beautiful. Look at me.
There's more people. Look at me.
It's a good impression.
Yeah, I know. I'm really good looking. I'm like the force of Marlon Brando.
Look at this guy. He knows people are talking about him. Now that's a horse for you. A smart one, too.
Oh, he's just gorgeous. How old is he? What breed is he?
Well, I'm just gonna leave this scene.
Hey, you want to ride me, you gotta pay me. Only good horses sit on this back.
True.
Oh, you know you love me, people. Oh, come on. Bring me attention again.
Are you talking about me again? I'm back.
That's good.
Okay, so someone volunteer share a brief story with us, and we'll perform it as a turn back. Yes.
I don't know if you can do this one. This was when I was little, and my dad went away for like 2 weeks on a business trip, and it was the first time it was just going to be me, my mother, and my brother. And my dad had that cute little talk with my brother, like, "You're the man in the house, so you keep an eye on the girls." And you know, he was only 9, but. And so Mom and I were in the kitchen. We were washing the dinner dishes, and we had a fireplace at the time. And somehow or another, a squirrel had fallen down through the fireplace and was covered in soot. And my brother was watching TV, and he just looked like the biggest baby. He started screaming because he didn't know what it was. And he was like kind of supposed to be the man of the house, and he ran upstairs like a little baby. And Mom and I had to actually open all the doors to let the squirrel go out because he was frightened.
Okay,
Frightened.
perfect.
He was the man of the house. Did I leave that out? Man of the house.
Yeah.
All right.
9 years old.
So the man of the house is the man of the house sometimes. Let's watch.
Okay, so I'm going to be gone for a couple weeks now. You take care of your sister and your mother. You're the man of the house now.
Hey, I'm in charge. So you gotta listen to me too, Mom.
Yeah. How funny
Well,
is
didn't
that?
happen.
What the heck is that?
So, this is what it looks like. Dad gave me the golden key. I am man.
And carte blanche. Oh, man.
Oh my God, what is that? It's a demon! Get the Bible quickly! Get the Bible quickly!
Get the
This acorn keeps getting away from me. I'm gonna follow it down this hole. Uh-oh, here comes the squirrel. And I bet you anything he's gonna fall right down me. And I know that little boy is down there watching TV. He's supposed to be the man of the house. Watch him scream.
Now I know I'm only 9, but that screaming is no man of the house.
Okay, son. So I want you to look me right in the eyes. This is a very serious conversation. There comes a time in your life where you have to stand up and beat your chest and roar. And that's when they'll all know that you are the man of the house.
So I left you in charge of the house, and a squirrel frightened you? Your mother frightens me, but I don't run away from her.
Please don't help me. I don't want to be the man of the house. I don't want to do it no more.
This is so funny. He is never gonna live this moment down. I will remember this for the rest of our lives, and every family dinner, get-together, holiday, you are gonna hear about it. Yep, man of the house.
Is that true?
Yeah. I've never let him forget it.
So, this is how it works. I say something to her and she has to do it. And then I can say something and it gets done. Boy, my chest is starting to really feel pretty big. I mean, I'm the star in this house.
I remember I used to have a big brother until he ran away from a squirrel. Now I have a little brother.
She's good.
She is good.
She is very good.
You can come down now. Mom and I opened all the doors and
Exactly.
windows.
That's exactly what happened too. It's true.
Oh, this is a odd place to fall. Oh, I'm covered in soot too. Why does that giant run away from me? Looks like I have the nuts now.
Mommy, is it gone? Is it gone? Please don't scare me. No more.
It's just a tiny little rodent thing, please. Already.
That's what that punk gets. He comes outside and he throws stuff at me all the time. He didn't know I was gonna come down that chimney. Yeah.
Yeah. Word.
So.
Yeah, about 7:15, because they're gonna start calling for their meds.
Perfect, so, we have time to do a story. Now, a story is when all of the actors get to put on costumes, and we get to play back your story in its entirety, okay? So this is more of action and playback. So, does anyone have a story about something? A brief story?
I wanna, Chris,
Yes?
I would like to do a 2-on-2 that you were doing before, the good and you want to and you don't want to. Remember you just,
Okay.
okay? I'm walking down the street and I have an itchy behind and I don't know what to do. I want to scratch it, but I don't want to scratch it.
Oh, that's great. That's good, Bill. That's very good.
Okay.
That's good. We've all been there.
Scratch
Or not to scratch.
Right.
question. We'll start here.
Oh man, there are people looking, maybe they're just gonna dance or move. I'm not doing it.
I'm not bashful, I'll do it.
I don't even care. Oh my God. Yep, you see, you scratch my butt.
Oh, that itches. Oh, God, I can't scratch. Look, they're all looking at me. Oh, God. I have to run over there to that room and just scratch really fast.
Okay, it's all about being diplomatic. I'm going to endure. I've been trained to endure. I will not make a public spectacle out of myself. Okay. I think that I'm right on the pole. Just move to the right left a couple of times. The itchy goes bye-bye.
She goes back.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a brief story about something. A brief story.
Brief.
A brief story about something. Yes.
I have one that happened in Easter time.
Okay.
When I was a little kid, everybody was looking, we used to hide the Easter eggs inside the house. So we had a person in our house that used to craft because they didn't get an Easter egg, a hard-boiled Easter egg. And all of a sudden, they reached for it under the sofa. They decided they were going to get an Easter egg. So they lay flat, and they went to get the Easter egg, and instead of that, the Easter egg went, it went all over the place. It wasn't this hard-boiled egg, it was a soft one.
Oh, that's
And
cute.
he was the only person in the house that got a soft-boiled Easter egg.
Okay.
good.
So was this person a family member or?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the Easter egg hunt inside the house.
Was the only one that he got that was the soft Easter egg.
So what was the purpose behind that? Was someone just traumatizing the kids?
It showed the whole house shut.
Oh, so they would
And
say,
not go for an Easter egg hunt. And he was going to say that you could get an Easter egg and say that you wanted one so bad.
okay. So how about we do this one as a collage? Let's do this one as a collage.
Tribute time.
Okay. And let's watch.
This one.
It's Easter. All right. That means we become detectives.
Time to hide those eggs from those kids.
Think about it, just think about it. Yeah, how do bunnies lay eggs?
Where would they hide the egg?
You know what? I'm gonna teach that one a lesson. I'm gonna put non-boiled one somewhere.
We'll teach him to shut his zipper.
Look, you didn't get any eggs. Well, there's one.
Don't worry, it's not soft boiled.
The golden egg. It's within my
Golden
reach.
egg.
Golden egg.
I'm lying on the floor.
Oh,
I'm severely traumatized.
Protein.
I shall never speak again.
The first time I get an egg, and it's not even boiled.
And to this day, I hate Easter.
And hard-boiled eggs.
And hard-boiled eggs.
Okay, so we're going to do one quick story so we can do the encore and end the show.
Okay.
So, anybody has a quick story? If not, I'll tell one real quick. Anybody has a quick story about something? Yes, I feel it coming on. Quick story about something. Anybody have a quick story?
You do it.
All right, the jury is in, the verdict has been reached. Okay, so, throughout my life I have been asked to do jury duty. And I always try to avoid it, okay? And then I got so tired of getting the notices and you gotta go through all the hoops.
Elizabeth, you got a phone call on 0500?
So I responded to the jury notice and I went and I said I'm gonna do everything I can for these people to pick me. Because if they pick you for jury duty, then you can't be called back for the next 7 years or so. So I wanted to do it and get it over with. So I go, and I'm like, I'm going to do everything possible for them to pick me. And fortunately, I got picked. And so now, I'm on the jury. And I said, I want to be low-keyed. I don't want anybody bothering me. I'm not volunteering for anything. I just want to listen to this case, do what I'm supposed to do, and go home. So I go into the courtroom, and you know we're escorted by the police officers. And I go into the courtroom, and the judge says, jury number 2, I'm going to make you the foreman.
And what number were you?
Jury number, and I'm like, that's me. I didn't want to do anything. So now I have to converse with the judge on all occasions. And we end up having a controversy over the person. Some people thought that he should go to prison, and I thought that he should. And I was the one juror that I felt like I provided justice. Because I stood up for what was right. We were supposed to be judging this young man based upon the law and not our personal
Feelings.
So I learned a lot as a juror that you don't want to get in trouble in life because the jury does not always follow the rules that they're sworn in to follow. And I had to stand up and read the verdict. And I remember looking over at the young man as I called out the not guilties. And I just gave him a look like, I hope you get your life together. You really don't want to be in this situation. Because I learned what goes on in jury rooms. Okay? So I'm going to have, Aaron is going to be me in this story because it's too vain to play myself. And Ashley's going to be the judge, and the rest of us will be the jury. Okay? And we'll grab our costume and let's go. All right. All rise. The judge is entering the courtroom.
Here come the judge. Here come the judge.
All right. Have your seats.
Not going to be involved in this much more. I'm just getting in, I'm getting out, I'm getting this done. I want this to be here for 7 years. This is it.
Go ahead, let's bring out the jury so we can get this case started. All right. Okay, so our case today is we have Manuel Matthews here, and
And I'm just tired of thugs, no matter who they are, what color they are. If you're a thug, you're nothing but a thug.
To the gallows with him.
He looks very guilty. I mean, look at the way he's dressed.
I think he should go to prison for the rest of his life.
Wait, guys, wait. We got all the instructions, right? And we're supposed to be doing this based on the law,
Yeah.
based on the facts.
Yeah.
I don't care what the person looks like, or if they're a thug, or if they're young, or what they're doing. We have to go by what's put in front of us, what they presented to us. And I find him not guilty on all charges.
He's
Wait a
fucking
minute.
Alex.
But
Bailiff, get the foreman out here to talk to me. They're deliberating too long.
Hang on, guys, I'll be back.
Bye. I don't like
No.
All right, Your Honor. So we're
What
having
is
a
it looking like back there? Because, I mean, we got things to do, and, you know, we're either gonna lock them up or we're gonna set them free.
Right. We're coming close to a decision. We just need a little bit more time, but I think we're gonna have it together. If you can just give me like 10, 15 more minutes, and then.
Okay,
and then
I mean, well, quite frankly, I just like to say, I'm getting tired of seeing this young man here in my courtroom.
Right.
So let's do what's right.
Okay. All right, Your Honor. We'll be right back with
Well,
you.
you know what? It's more of us than there are of you.
yeah.
So,
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
Mr. Blue Button Down.
Who was the foreman? Oh, it's me. I didn't even want to take this job, but I'm the foreman, so.
Number 2, you know what that
Foreman,
means?
Sorry,
it's not
guys.
me that you get to make the
Show me
decision.
your case, show me your points. What point do you have?
Each
On
of
this
us
scale,
get
juice
no,
will be
not just
served in
guilty,
the
show
TV
me.
room.
Because I'll show you right
you
here.
know what?
Right here.
You know what? I'm tired of you preaching. Not guilty. I want to go
Thank
home.
you.
Me too, I'm so tired.
Good.
Whatever.
Go with your peers.
Yes,
here.
he's good.
Great.
Get
All
out of
right,
here.
come on.
Bailiff?
guys. Yes.
Has the jury reached a decision?
Boo.
Yes, we have, Your Honor. On,
Go ahead and read it out.
regarding the gentleman, on account 1, we find him not guilty.
Boo.
On count 2, we find him also not guilty.
Boo.
On count 3, just get this through my eyes, kids. You are getting a second chance. I pushed hard for you. Get your life together. Charge 3, not guilty.
To the gallows with him. Who said that?
I'm getting another chance. I was running with the wrong people, and I had nothing to do with it, and finally justice has been served. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm impressed.
I really hope this kid does good because I've learned from this experience that you gotta stay out of trouble because juries don't always do what they're supposed to do. A lot of just opinions come in play. Wish you the best.
It's true. Very good.
Okay, so thank you guys very much for coming to the show. Thank you very much. We'll give you another round of applause.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Next month we'll be here.
Yes, the last Saturday of the month.
Okay?
Yes.
Talk to your friends, bring your friends.
Yeah, I know, I know. Oh, you're, yeah.
All right, have a good night.
Yes, yes, thank you.
Thank you.